Okay, we can see the live icon on YouTube.
Sounds good.
And let me see. I got the link.
Okay, great. So you can now hit record. And then we'll start letting people in.
Okay, I'm gonna start letting people in.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the community virtual banquet for City Administrator Carmen Chu. We'll be starting momentarily. Thank you for your patience.
Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm still waiting to see the YouTube streaming.
Hi, Nicole. How are you? This is Vivian. I'm going to share with you over chat.
Okay, thank you.
Thấy đúng không? Bây giờ camera chứ đi có bây giờ camera chứ.
Hey Sarah, can you send me that background?
Hello, everyone. Again, this is Vivian Poe from City Administrator Carmen Chu's office. I want to welcome everyone for joining the community virtual banquet for Carmen. We'll be starting momentarily.
Một cái giờ có thành chiến đâu.
大家好，歡迎嚟到三藩市行政官朱家文嘅呢一個雲端嘅宴會。咁我哋咧嘅 program 咧就會即將開始㗎啦，歡迎各位。 Hello, everyone again. How are you? This is Vivian Poe from City Administrator Carmen Chu's office. I believe she's also in right now. If you want to wave, Carmen, to everyone, we'll be starting our program in about 2 minutes.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi.
Hi, Carmen.
Hi. I see Reverend Fong waving his hand.
All right. I see the time is 5 p.m. now. So we are going to start the program right now. So I'm going to stop sharing and then hand over to our MCs for today, which is Reverend Norman Fong and Judy Lee.
Norman, I think you're on mute.
Can we hear Norman? Hey, Norman!
Oh,
Oh,
I think he went back on mute. There you go.
Okay, just leave it. We are so happy today. Thank you, everyone that paid some money and is here.
好歡迎大家參加嚟今晚嘅行政官朱家文慶祝嘅晚會。
Hey, Carmen, I just got my meal for today, and I heard it's your favorite meals. So you gotta explain each one. Except I don't like eggplant. I'm sorry, I don't like eggplant.
有請我哋嘅三藩市行政官嚟。
Everyone, sorry to interrupt, but if you can mute yourself so that we can listen to our MC, that would be great.
So don't unmute me now, but everyone else we can. Okay, so we are super thankful for the San Francisco Chinese Chamber of Commerce, Rose Park Community Fund, Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association, Chinatown CDC, API Council, B Chinatown, Chinatown Merchants Association, and I hear Don gave a lot too. Your turn, Judy. Anyway.
Oh, is Judy having an audio problem?
I think so. I cannot hear her.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
leave her off. Don't mute her. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Now,
you know,
is this
we
better?
can hear you now.
Awesome. Sorry about that. 好多謝大家今晚嚟參觀我哋嘅三藩市行政官朱家文小姐嘅酒席。
We're gonna kick off with lion dancing, of course.
Of course. Of course.
有請我哋嘅遊工們盛事表演。
I used to do lion dancing too, but I was always the tail.
Can you see my share screen?
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Wow!
Yes,
Wow!
amazing,
有
right?
公文真係好嘢，
係啊，
有公文。
請鼓掌，請鼓掌。
Okay, okay. This is the fun part. If you got a meal delivered to your house, it's Carmen's favorite food. Okay?
Yes.
So we're gonna have Carmen explain why this food, including eggplant, is her favorite. It's her favorite. She's got to explain it, you know. The other ones I understand, but okay, here we go.
有請我哋三藩市行政官朱家文嚟自我介紹，同埋介紹佢最喜歡嘅主菜。
Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Reverend Fong. Hi, everybody. Of course, I want to say very big Happy New Year. Thank you so much for joining us today to celebrate this amazing evening, but also the role that I'm now in. 大家你好，我係三藩市行政官朱家文。咁我今日咧就想首先就祝大家新年快樂，身體健康，萬事勝意。咁我好多謝大家就咁熱力支持呢個晚會，so 多謝大家。So I'm going to save some of my comments for later on today, of course, or later on in the program. But I just want to say thank you very much for all of the community members and people who have helped to support this event. More than celebrating the position that I'm joining into now as city administrator, what I really love about this is that this event really helps to support one of our most treasured banquet halls in Chinatown. And I think this is incredibly important because right now, normally we would be at events weekend after weekend, night after night to celebrate our heritage, our culture, bringing together family and community, and also celebrating and supporting our businesses. We're not able to do that this year because of the pandemic. And so many of our businesses are really struggling. So to be able to put an event like this together really took a village to do. So I want to thank Judy, I want to thank Vivian, I want to thank all of the folks who have helped to reach out to community members to do this. But at the end of the day, what's happening is that by buying a meal today and supporting this event, you're really supporting an organization, an institution in Chinatown to be able to survive beyond the pandemic. So my big thank you to all of you for doing that. And then today I have the honor of telling you very quickly so that you can get started on your meal that we've got, let's see, we've got a menu. Well, I guess it doesn't really focus very well, but that has a lot of good food. So one thing that you should know about me, I grew up in the restaurant business. So I love food. I love food. And some of my most favorite memories are always around sharing a meal with friends and family. So today you have some of my favorite things to eat when I go to the restaurant. Of course, you know, you've got like your pepper beef here. It's always tasty. I don't want to spill any of that. It's so delicious. I've got my noodles. I've got Szechuan shrimp, which is usually, you know, somewhat spicy, but also like super tasty that I enjoy. But I have to tell you, my favorite thing and the thing that I've been sneaking to eat ever since I was a little girl is, of course, the fried egg rolls. So anything fried, I love. And I think that's the thing, Reverend Fong, about eggplants is that you have to fry them, you know, in order to cook them. And you can't do that at home. So you got to do it when you go to the restaurant. You got to order it when you go to the restaurant. So I hope that you all enjoy the meal today. And of course, enjoy the fried goodness that's in front of you. Enjoy.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's
Carmen.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carmen.
Reverend
So,
Fong. So I think we have to sort of introduce ourselves too, because we dove right into the program.
I'm sorry.
I always forget.
Go for it.
I am so honored to be with Judy Lee, my co-MC, and I'm Reverend Norman Fong, a big fan of Carmen Chu forever. Since, you know, supervisor too, oh my gosh, you know, assessor, And now the first Chinese American woman to be the CAO, city administrator. Put your hands together. Come on. Ow! Thank you. Ow! Okay.
Well, thank you, Reverend Fong. Hello, everybody. I'm Judy Lee, and I'm so honored to be here tonight. Well, supposedly we would be actually on stage, right, at Far Cafe. But, given the pandemic, this first virtual banquet seems such a success. It's going to set the bar for future virtual banquets. So let's dive right into the program because I do see our first speaker.
Oh. Go ahead. You don't look like the mayor. Wait a minute. I think our first speaker is Mayor Reed.
Yes, 有請我哋三藩市市長布里德。
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
Mayor Reed.
Thank you. I'm sorry that you can't see me directly. I'm in transit, and actually, I think my reception might work better if. There we go.
No.
Got the bridge there. Well, first of all, thank you, Reverend Fong, and thank you, everyone, for joining us here today. Happy Lunar New Year. I'm excited to see what the year brings. We have the vaccine, and we are reopening our city, so I am looking forward to trying to make it to every banquet next Lunar New Year. I am going to get every banquet for 5 minutes, and I want to set the record of the mayor who has made it to every banquet during Lunar New Year. And
right.
Carmen, hopefully you will join me as well.
Of course.
And I just want to say thank you all so much for hosting this event for Carmen. I'm really thankful for all of you coming together, even though we can't come together in person. It warms my heart. I see Gordon on the line. I haven't seen you in person in a long time. I see Goretti and Malcolm and others. We know our spirits remain stronger than ever, and I'm excited that we are here to celebrate someone who many of you have known and worked with for decades. Let me tell you a quick story. When I first became a member of the Board of Supervisors, the thing that I look forward to the most was being able to work with Carmen, because from afar, I always admired her. She was just one of those persons who just always exuded confidence. She knew what she was talking about. She knew how to handle the numbers. She knew how to clarify the policies, and just people loved her so much that I just was looking forward to it. And as soon as I became a member of the Board of Supervisors, guess where she went? She left me on the board and went to become the next assessor. And she did a phenomenal job, as we all know, serving as assessor and bringing in revenue that has really created a robust budget for the city and county of San Francisco, which has provided additional resources to people who needed them the most. When this opportunity presented itself, the only person that came to mind that I knew could do this job and really help to lead our city in a tremendous way was Carmen Chu. And so I'm so honored that she accepted this role. I'm grateful to have her as a partner in the work that we all need to do to get our city back on track. This economic recovery will be very difficult. Running the city will be challenging throughout this pandemic. Yeah. And having someone like Carmen to run the city administrator's office is really incredible. And she, as we all know, without question, she will do a phenomenal job. And she will need your support. She would need your assistance. So make sure you continue to support and lift her up. I know she's very excited and happy that she no longer has to raise any money to run for office. That's one plus of being the new city administrator. And I'm really excited about the future of our city. Yes, you know, we've been knocked down over the years. Over the past few years has been so hard for our city. I still think about when we lost Mayor Ed Lee and how hard that was for so many people, not just in our city, but especially for our Chinese community. I think about what happened as a result of this pandemic and the xenophobia and the attacks on elderly Asian Americans in San Francisco and the work that we still have to do. And I'm committed to that work. I'm committed to working as your partner. And part of that partnership involves making sure that someone is at the helm who understands how to run the city, who you all know and trust and love. And Carmen, thank you so much for accepting this role, for the work that you've done as an incredible public servant for San Francisco. We know that you will make us all so proud. And the one commitment I want from everyone here today is as soon as we're able to have a banquet in person, that we have a banquet in person at Far East, and we celebrate Carmen with the dragons and with all the festivities and everything that we do, Chinatown, San Francisco style. So thank you all so much. Gong Hei Fat Choi, Sunny Fai Lok, thank you so much for all the work you all do. And congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you, Mayor.
Wow, that
Everyone
was
say wow.
amazing. Thank you so much, Mayor Breed.
Thank you so much, Mayor Breed. Thank you so much. Everyone say wow. Come on.
Wow.
Wow.
Reverend Fong.
Unmute.
Reverend Fong, you sure know how to make a girl feel good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You know, just to mention, one of Carmen's favorite dish was hot and sour soup. So I was gonna say that she's so hot.
Are you saying sour too?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. You are so hot. Everyone loves you, Carmen, more than me, for sure. More than me, for sure. But you can't keep 25 departments happy all the time. So you got to be a little bit sour. So, Xin La Tong, hot and sour soup is perfect as one of your favorite dishes. We will support you because together, hot and sour makes a beautiful soup. Yay. Okay. All right. Next. Okay. I hope I'm reading the line in order. So hopefully this guy, the big shot assemblyman of California, Yao Sun-Fuk or David Chu is there online next.
Yes， 有請我哋嘅加州州參議員邱順福先生。
Hey everybody, it's great to see everyone. Happy Lunar New Year, and like what was just said by our mayor, I wish we were all at Far East celebrating together. When we all get together, we are all going to bring Carmen's favorite dishes. So someone's going to bring the hot and sour soup. Carmen, I am going to go to McDonald's and I'm going to bring the French fries. Okay? Just want you to know, that's me. That's on me.
That's great. Thank you.
Sorry for outing you there. But I'm going to speak on behalf of the Chu Family Association.
Ooh.
And just say we're all so delighted to be part of a celebration of our sister from another mother, the incredible, amazing, honorable Carmen Chu. And Carmen, I know tonight this is a little bit of this is your life, but just want to thank you for being amazing. We all have our Carmen stories. I think the one I will share tonight is a good one. It's a serious one, and that is. As folks know, Carmen was appointed, I think, in 2007, but we both ran for office at the same time in November of 2008. And as we were running for office, during that time, the Great Recession hit. And we were faced that first year with the largest budget deficit as a fraction of our budget that our city has faced in decades, even larger than what we're facing today. If I remember, it was about $500 million out of a $6 billion budget. And I had the good fortune to appoint Carmen to be our budget chair and just watched how she masterfully and calmly led that process. And we have seen her over the years do an incredible job as supervisor, as assessor, running the Economic Recovery Task Force. And we know there is no one who's going to work harder, who's going to work with more integrity, with grace, and with humor than our sister, our favorite Chinese daughter, Carmen Chu. So
Yay.
I just want to say also on behalf of the Chinese community, I know there's a lot that's going to be said. You know, there's so much that is challenging our community during this time between pandemic and recession and racism. And so the opportunity to celebrate an incredible leader from our community is just amazing. And as Carmen has often discussed, we've all discussed, you know, those of us who are in public service, this isn't what our immigrant parents had in mind. And Carmen, are your parents on with us tonight?
They're with my daughter sleeping.
Oh my goodness, you're making the babysit tonight?
She's napping.
Are they listening?
Dad, they're not listening.
Oh, well, listen, I just wanted to say, you know, I know we're honoring you, but we know also this is an honor to your parents, and just want to thank your family for their sacrifice and for what they reflect. And we know that the work you do every day, you do in part with the spirit of the daughter of someone who ran the family restaurant and who came from an immigrant background, and you get just how important this work is. So I just want to say thank you. And we look forward to fixing everything that needs to get fixed in San Francisco. So do it for all of us. And we look forward to doing that work with you. Have a great night.
I need a lot of fries for that, David. A lot of fries.
I'm going to send you a lot of fries, maybe even tonight, after you eat all the Far East food.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Assembly Member Chu.
That was beautiful, David. And our next speaker, let me tell you, Harlan Wong is from the Chinese Chamber of Commerce. He actually works, okay? He doesn't just talk. We've been up all night running those street fairs and all that. This is from the heart, the one and only authentic hard worker for the Chinese Chamber, Harlan Wong. I hope you know how to speak well.
有請我哋嘅中華總商會第一副主席黃英豪先生。
First of all, thank you, Norman. How much I have to pay you for that fabrication story that you just made up? Carmen, I'd like to represent the San Francisco Chinese Chamber of Commerce to congratulate you becoming our city administrator, and thank you for accepting the daunting test to oversee 25 city departments and programs during our economic recovery from COVID-19. Can you imagine 25 departments and programs? I am exhausted managing just the Chinese New Year Festival and parade. But while your new post will be extremely challenging, you are versed in government policies due to your years of service for our city. You were a member of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors and served as the city's assessor. As our assessor, your office earned the prestigious 2020 Good Government Award, which speaks volumes of your ability to manage.
Thank you.
It was under your direction that San Francisco was awarded the Distinguished Budget Presentation Award, a feather on your cap that testified your qualification to be our city administrator. 本人代表舊金山中華總商會，祝賀你成為三藩市第一個華裔女行政官。感謝你喺疫情艱難期間負責監督市政25個部門，為公眾及其他政府部門供連續嘅服務。你可想象，我只係負責本年遊行，已令到我筋疲力倦，何況你要管理25個部門。你而家嘅新職位呢係充滿挑戰性，由於你喺市政服務多年，曾任市政參事及管籍官，工作成績有目共睹。而在擔任管籍官期間，為你嘅部門贏到2020年良好政府獎。你曾經為本市獲得傑出預算獎，呢啲突出嘅表現呢，係已經證明你有足夠嘅能力成為三藩市嘅行政官。Thank you, Carmen.
Thank you so much, Harlan.
Thank you, Harlan. My gosh, you are good. Harlan, I remember, let me tell you, people don't know this, okay? When we set up the street fair, Chinese New Year street fair, 1992, we didn't sleep. We set up the tents Friday night and we didn't sleep till Sunday night when we had to take the tents down. This is a guy who works hard. Let me tell you. Okay, yay!
Thank you so much, Harlan.
I better move on to the program. Okay.
That's
Okay.
right,
Okay.
Carmen.
Thank you, Harlan.
Get ready, Judy. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the vice president, but the heart and soul of the Rose Pack Community Fund is Goretti Louie. And I hear she's here. I hope she's here.
Let me just add one more thing, Reverend Fong. Rose Pack Community Fund actually contributed a lot of meals tonight to the Gunmoon Women's Residence. So thank you so much, Goretti. 有請我哋 Yes 有請我哋嘅白蘭社區基金副主席呂羅婉文小姐。
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year of the Ox. 祝大家龍馬精神，萬象更新，福壽康寧。So after a whole year of anxiety in the year of the rat, the community so look forward to a brand new year with a fresh oxen energy and a steadfast growth for San Francisco. And having an honest nature, oxes are known for diligence. 勤奮好緊要嘅，中國人我哋覺得勤奮 dependability 可靠性，你知我哋中國人最緊要係靠得住啊嘛。同埋咧 and dependability after that is strength 超級嘅能力，同埋 determination 毅力同埋決心。These reflect traditional characteristics that we all value, and these are also good values and natures and attributes that our new city administrator Carmen Chu possesses. So for now, I would like to wish Carmen a very smooth transition to this new position and best luck going forward. 祝你步步高升，萬事勝意。
Thank you, Goretti.
Beautiful, Goretti.
Thank
Beautiful.
you so much, Goretti.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And you are beautiful. Here is something different, okay? You know, different people want to add more than just speeches. So all of you have the opportunity to write in one word to describe Carmen, okay? Get ready. They're gonna.
Oh, you guys better make this nice, okay?
We have to keep this PG, right, Reverend Fong?
Bad words.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Keep it PG. And I have one word that I will say right now. Carmen, my word for you is kind, K-I-N-D. The reason is, some of you may know, but the only politician that I know that was so kind to me in this way. I don't go out too often with my wife, all right, to eat a meal. I try to hide, you know, and one time Carmen was there on 25th and Irving, and I'm just having a quiet meal with my beautiful wife who wants to stay away from anything public, okay? Carmen saw me, and quietly, when I had to pay the bill, the waitress came to me and said, "It's already paid for." It was paid for by Carmen Chu. Wow.
Wow.
That meant a lot for me forever. Let me tell you, I usually have to treat people out, but she treated me and my wife, and it was the most precious moment I'll never forget. I love you, Carmen. I love you. But I know that it means more than that. It means that you have integrity, and you will not accept any bribe on earth. And let me tell you something.
Except for a kiss from my daughter.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But let me tell you, Saturday, I offered Carmen, red envelopes for her daughter. She wouldn't even take that. She said, no, it's conflict of interest. So, I mean, we have a great city administrator who has integrity and is kind. I love kindness. Thank you, Carmen.
Well,
Reverend.
Yeah, Reverend Fong, you totally beat me to it. I'm seeing a lot of words that show up. I think my word would be inspiring. I think Carmen has set a really high bar for a lot of young Asian American women to really look up to her. She's like San Francisco's sweetheart. And it's amazing to see all this work that she's done over the years with the city and county and much, much more. So I'm seeing, how about Reverend Fong? Let's read some of these words. I hear steady, dependable, amazing,
integrity,
女強人，華裔女兒，聰明, inspirational, trailblazer. Wow.
Wow. No, that's great.
It's really embarrassing.
It's okay. That's our job today, is to embarrass you. That's the job.
There's more to come, actually. Some of our speakers here have a lot of roasting to do too, right, Malcolm?
Oh yes, Malcolm's gonna roast you, so I'm gonna save.
Malcolm is not gonna roast me.
Yes, he is. I'm gonna be kind because I love you so much. I really do. Okay, let's move on the program because people want to eat. Okay, I got it.
Totally.
Okay, so next we have the president of the Board of Supervisors, one of my best buddies, Shaman Walton. Are you there?
有請我哋嘅三藩市市參市主席華仲善先生。
大家好 and happy Lunar New Year, everybody. I first just want to start off by saying it is great to see so many people that I haven't had a chance to see in a while. And even though we're doing this virtually, it is still no less important. I just have to say I had the opportunity to previously state at our Board of Supervisors meeting that I haven't met anyone in San Francisco politics that people didn't have something negative to say about them. But that is truly the case, the opposite case for Supervisor Chu, Assessor Chu, and now Administrator Chu. I have never heard anyone say anything negative about her. And I just want to say, what better time than Lunar New Year for this appointment? Her commitment in meeting the needs of people in San Francisco is dedicated and extremely obvious from all the roles that she's played. If I had to pick an animal, and I mean this with the utmost, I would say that she is a chameleon and able to lead at all levels of elected and bureaucratic components of government. And that's something very, very few people have the ability to do. So I'm just looking forward to our continued work together in your new role, which you 100% deserve and is prepared and equipped for. And on behalf of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors, I just want to thank you for being willing to serve in another area of government, Carmen. Thank you so much. Looking forward to our continued work.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful. That's right. Thank you so much, President Walton.
Thank you so much, President Walton. And I also want to take a moment to acknowledge, I see Supervisor Asha Safai, who is here. I just want to say thank you for joining us. I see our Sheriff Paul Miyamoto, who has also joined us as well. And I know that we also, Supervisor Peskin would be here. I know that he's currently recovering in the hospital right now, but he definitely wanted to send his best wishes and did so earlier. So thank you everybody for joining.
Thank you to all the big shots that we can't acknowledge. All right. Okay.
That's the fun of this, right, Reverend Fong? We get to control the program.
That's true, we do. But there are big shots in our own community that we can never ignore. For example, the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association, or 6 companies, and President Chu is actually a Chu too, and
Yes.
Poi Gok Family Association, they're Chus, so all the Chus in Chinatowns are like standing up saying, hey, don't forget us. Let's recognize them and your job.
Oh, my job. Right, that's right. 好感謝我哋嘅朱佩國總統啦，仲有中華總會館朱總統。Let's hit it, Vivian.
係中華總會館嘅總統，我喺呢度代表中華總會館祝賀朱家文榮膺三藩市行政長官一職，我哋恭賀佢。朱家文女士，佢係一貫支持我哋華埠嘅小商業，佢支持我哋康寧，特別康寧嘅大酒樓嗰個送餐嘅服務，所以我喺呢度代表中華總會館多謝佢選。我哋嘅三藩市行政長官係我哋嘅華人嘅光榮，係我哋三藩市僑胞嘅驕傲，係我哋朱佩國總統為我哋朱佩國總統發光發熱，係我哋嘅族人嘅驕傲。佢係由只管一個古籍官嘅部門，現在榮任三藩市20幾個行政長官。我相信佢嘅能力係有能力擔任呢個職務，因為佢有超強嘅智慧。有才幹，工作認真負責。佢當古籍官嗰個時間，為三藩市嘅庫房增加咗收入。佢係一個理財專家，佢特別對地稅嗰方面嘅知識，佢解決咗好多嘅難題。佢同時非常樂意幫助我哋嘅僑胞，佢對我哋嘅市民知冷知熱，得到我哋廣大嘅市民一致好評。我
哇！好多謝我哋朱總統代表中華總會館嘅 Reverend Fong. Do you want to translate that in English?
Wow, we are so thankful for the 6 companies and others. And let me tell you, they played a big role in our history in the 1800s. You know, they're powerful. But there's a new group that I think is pretty important that links all the nonprofits, the Asian Pacific Islander nonprofits today, and she is also a sweetheart. Okay, sorry, Sarah, you're under Carmen today. But anyway, everyone give it up for Sarah Wong of CYC.
有請亞太裔聯盟溫靜婷小姐。
Hey, thank you, everybody. On behalf of the API Council, I'm actually representing the API Council as the co-chair today, and our 57-member community organizations that have my great honor to congratulate Carmen to be our first Chinese-American woman city administrator. And I think we all know throughout her career, she has demonstrated unwavering dedication to the API community. And most inspiring that she will always put a major focus on low income and immigrant communities. And she has always been a champion that leading by values of transparency, accountability, access, and equity. That has never changed. And with her extensive experience as a former supervisor and assessor recorder, We as the API Council have full confidence that she will continue to be our fierce advocate for our community. We're really looking forward to continue working with you in this new capacity, especially during this very challenging time. We really hope that we can have great community-driven, community-centered strategy on the immediate relief and long-term recovery efforts so that we can not only save Chinatown, but really save the San Francisco economy. So thank you, Carmen. I'll say a few words in Chinese to make it easy.
Thank you for saving my job, Sarah.
Go ahead, Julie, go ahead.
It's all yours.
我今日亦都好榮幸啦，代表亞太裔嘅議會同埋57個社區嘅機構咧喺度祝賀Carmen 咧榮升為我哋第一位華裔女性嘅市府行政官。咁一路以嚟咧，我哋都冇懷疑 Carmen 一路都秉承住公開、公正、平機、平權嘅美德嘅，成日都會專注支援一啲低收入同埋新移民嘅社群。咁喺佢過去好深厚嘅資歷，我哋知道佢一定會繼續爭取全市亞太裔咁多嘅需求。所以我哋充滿信心，可以繼續同佢一齊合作，盡力咁倡導同埋支援所有嘅社群。希望喺呢一個咁充滿挑戰嘅時代咧，可以開展即時舒緩同埋長線復甦嘅工作。Thank you, Carmen. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know if
Thank
you can
you,
see
Sarah.
that. Thank you.
Hey.
Wow.
Carmen, it's clear the whole community and the whole city loves you. And you know, we are expecting so many wonderful things. I hope you don't get too much pressure because you gotta take care of your baby too. And so we respect that. However,
wait, Reverend Fong, are you saying that Carmen might be expecting baby number 2 or?
Oh, wait, I didn't know about that. Wait a minute.
That is not the reveal today, no.
Anyway, you know, Carmen, you know, we love you and the whole community loves you. However, you know, at Chinatown CDC, we are very practical and, you know, there's things that we don't want to do and stuff we want to do. And I am expecting from my new boss, Malcolm Young, the executive director of Chinatown CDC, to share a little different perspective on you. Here we go, Malcolm. Here we go.
Don't hold your breath, Carmen. 有請我哋華協中心楊仲賢先生。
I'm not sure that I can do much more than reveal the fact that you're having your second baby because you know, like, I mean, I don't know where that was going. But let's retract that and not go down that road. Let me just say, first of all, it's so wonderful seeing everybody, even if we can't see each other in person. You know, sometimes I think that we forget for our community, our Chinese community in particular, how much celebration plays a role in how we come together. I mean, we love celebrating anything at the drop of a hat. We love doing it at Far East, at New Asia, at all of our banquet restaurants. And Carmen, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to celebrate you, of course, but to celebrate together. That's so important. The second thing I just want to say is that kisses from children and red envelopes are not reportable on Form 700. So it's all good. You can continue being Chinese. It's fine. You know, like there's a Chinese exception. I checked.
I could have gotten you your.
Good. That's right. So there's the Chinese exception. You can always pull that card, especially whenever it's coming from a reverend, because you know it's blessed and it's just only gonna help you in your office and your endeavors. I just want to tell 2 stories about Carmen really quickly. And I think both of these speak to her character and the kind of public servant she is and will continue to be as a CAO. The first story has to do with the conversation that my wife and I had with Carmen.
Yay!
Hey, Tuesday!
I don't know where we were, but we ran into Carmen and we were telling Carmen that we were renovating our house. We were telling her, oh, you know, we're doing this modeling. It's hard, but it's going to be fun and we're going to love it and all that kind of stuff. And of course, literally the next day, we received a letter from the assessor's office that reassessed the value of our house. And I was just like, damn, that is efficiency. Like that, I was so impressed. I was like, wow, that is absolutely amazing. That we had a conversation on Tuesday or whatever, and on Wednesday we had the letter in our hand. And you know what? I went straight to the tax collector's office and paid the bill because I knew I'd be in trouble if I didn't. So the second story, and you'll see the theme in this. My daughter a couple of years ago was elected to be the treasurer of her class at Jefferson Elementary. And we ran into Carmen, and I think she asked Carmen, Auntie Carmen, what advice would you give me as treasurer? And Carmen said to her, always count the money yourself.
Ooh.
Did I really say that?
You did say that. We remember it. And it was the best advice because after that, she bought a piggy bank that automatically counts every single deposit. And so it double counts her counting of the class money. So Carmen, thank you for that life lesson. My daughter has never forgotten it. But all of this is just to say that, I think Carmen is the consummate public servant. She carries herself, I think the word that I would use is integrity, but also poise. She handles every situation well and with thoughtfulness. And I'm incredibly excited that Carmen is going to be a partner to San Francisco, but really to our community, and not exclusively our community, mind you. She serves the city. But I am excited that Carmen's going to be a partner to Chinatown as we go through this recovery, because we're going to need you. We're going to need the city. We're going to need your thoughtfulness and your ideas and your creativity. But mainly, Carmen, we're going to need your caring and your love. And if I would just be able to impart one bit of advice as you move into the CAO office and get yourself situated, man, you've done such a great job of bringing in revenue for the city. Now's your chance to spend some of it, and don't forget Chinatown.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm.
But this is deeper. This is like hey mom, hope. And you have, Carmen, you represent the best of our community in many ways. And thank you for stepping up to the plate. And everyone's listening, not to me or Judy, but waiting to hear your words of wisdom. So next we have the new CEO, Carmen Chu, ready to give her inspiring remarks.
有請我哋熱力掌聲啊嚇！大家熱力掌聲，有請我哋三藩市行政官朱嘉雯小姐。
No pressure, no pressure.
No pressure. Well, the first thing I have to put to rest, though, is the rumor that I'm having a second child. That is strictly a rumor. There is absolutely no truth to it. So, please don't come up to me and say, wow, I could see you've gained a few pounds. So something happening, because that's just all COVID-19 weight. That's not a baby. So I just want you to know that that's true. I guess I've been listening to the comments, and I think the one word that I have is just that I'm really humbled by all this, because I think all the descriptions that I have heard, the hopes that you lay upon me, I think I'm just a person with many faults as well, and I've made mistakes along the way. And I think just to hear the comments that you have made just made me really feel very humbled, because it's a big responsibility. And I have been really honored that the community has been so supportive of me through this whole time. When I was first a supervisor, and it was my first foray into politics, into running for election, I know that I sat down with many of you and talked with so many of you, and many of you held my hand through the process shared with me your thoughts, your hopes, your challenges. And, you know, you've been with me for this whole ride, whether I was a member of the board or as assessor, where you couldn't figure out what I was doing exactly, but you're like, oh, that sounds good. Go ahead and do what you do. To even what I'm doing now as a city administrator. And so I just want to express my gratitude to all of you, because you have truly served the community and have been our partners as a city. And, you know, I reflect back to the public service and the public servant that I want to be. And it comes back at the end of the day to our roots and who we are as people. And it comes back to how we're raised. And I can't ever forget how I was raised, seeing my own parents struggle as immigrants, seeing them struggle as small business owners, and just understanding that we really do have an opportunity to come together as a city, as a government, as a community to help to further and to create a lifting boat that helps everyone. And this couldn't be more important than at a time right now when we see so many people who are really truly struggling in the pandemic. The mental health challenges that we're seeing for people who have been isolated, many of our seniors who haven't been able to go out and see their own families, the businesses who are just really struggling and trying to be creative and inventive to just hang on for another week, another month in order to make it through this time. And so what that's calling on all of us to do is just to work harder, to figure out ways to be creative. I think, as Malcolm mentioned, to figure out ways to be supportive of our community and to make sure we continue to lift each other. And I think it's not just the pandemic and it's not just the economic struggles that we face, but our community is also facing additional challenges when it comes to racism, just pure and simple, right? It is about the violence that we're seeing for no good reason. And there never is a good reason. And I think, you know, this is especially a time that makes it even more hard. And so all of us are going to have to come together to make sure that we fight for resources, that we make sure that when we think about an equitable recovery coming out of the pandemic, that we're doing that in mind with our Chinese community, with our immigrant communities, with our communities of color, to make sure that we're not leaving people behind when we look forward. You know, I think that Assemblyperson Chu had mentioned earlier that we've been through different economic struggles before, right? In 2008 was a pretty difficult time. We had to make many difficult choices. I was certainly part of the government and the city when that happened, and we made hard choices. But one of the things looking back on it now is that, you know, we had a very long time of economic growth right after 2008. But if you ask whether people were better off, I couldn't say that that's true, right? When we came out of it, when we said the economy was doing well, that wasn't true for everyone. And I think that's just something important to know, because we came out of that and we learned that our recovery wasn't equal. It wasn't a recovery that helped lift our communities, our low-income communities, our immigrant communities, our communities of color. And so when we come out of this pandemic, I really hope that we do things differently. And that's going to require courage. It's going to require that we all get in this space and we all get in there and advocate and say how we want to see things be different. And so I truly hope that in my new role as city administrator, I'll have more of a role, a bigger, broader ability to help influence how it is that we craft our city policies, how it is that we organize our work to deliver better services, frankly, to people who need it the most. And I think at the end of the day, it's just that simple. You know, we exist to help people. We exist to help create opportunities in our community. And it's that simple. It shouldn't be anything more complicated than that. We are here to help. And so I hope that I'll be able to do that. And I look forward to leaning on all of you, on your expert advice, your thoughts, and your prayers as we go forward in this recovery process. So thank you.
Thank you, Carmen.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
As we strive to do justice, fairness, whatever you want to call it, we know that you will be so equitable, I guess you can say. We trust you. And not only that, I think the whole city of St. Francis should be supporting you in your effort. Thank you so much. we are going to say thank yous to all those who supported tonight events. But let me tell you, forget that. I want to say bless you, CAO Carmen Chu. May you do justice and peace and solidarity in your work ahead. Amen.
Amen, Reverend.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Happy New Year, everyone.
Okay, there's a raffle drawing, I heard.
咁而家咧係抽獎嘅時刻啦。
Yes, I can take it from here, Judy. Hi, everyone. This is Vivian Poe from City Administrator Carmen Chu's office. So we thought that we can't leave a banquet without a raffle. So we're doing a virtual spinning wheel, which bear for one moment, let me share screen. So here we have numbered each of you on this spinning wheel. And then when Carmen says she's ready, I'll spin it and then we'll get the number and then we'll know who's gonna win the raffle. And you may ask, what is the raffle prize? It's gonna be a lunch with our new CAO, City Administrator, Carmen Chu. So we might have to wait a little bit, but we know that the city is doing good without COVID right now. So it might be sooner than we thought.
Hey,
So, Carmen,
Vivian, this
yep.
is actually great because our first virtual banquet, we're going to have a lunch with Carmen instead of like a city hall dome tour that we usually give out, right?
I didn't tell you where the lunch was going to be, Judy.
Oh. I'm sorry.
I promise you, it'll be a very special place. And remember,
North
I'm paying.
Beach Pizza.
We'll see. Carmen might want to cook her favorite dishes for you too. All right, Carmen. We just
I'm
put more
ready to
pressure.
go, Vivian.
All right, ready, spin.
Do I say stop?
All right, it's 26. So I have to kind of look back up to my screen. So Carmen doesn't know any of this because I put it together without her knowing. It's going to be Douglas May.
Yay, Douglas. I think Douglas
Douglas
is
in the
actually
house?
watching. Yeah.
All right, Doug. All right, firefighters in the house. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. Oh yeah, that's
Here's our special guest, Mr. David Ho. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, David.
Hi, Carmen.
Looking forward to lunch.
Hello. Well, if you haven't done so already, I've included a website for you to sign an e-card for Carmen. So hopefully you can get a chance in the chat to sign your card. We'll be sending it to her tomorrow, so you have some time.
I'd pay $200 to have lunch with her instead of the DEM.
Is there a live auction portion here that we haven't scheduled?
200. This is not planned.
Hey, Doug, are you selling your luncheon to Norman for $200?
Going once? Anybody else?
Is that Doug? I can't believe you're auctioning my meal. Come on, Doug.
Oh. I'm gonna
once.
I'll sell it
twice.
I'm gonna sell it to Scotty. I'm selling it to him. He's buying it from me right now.
Scotty.
Okay. 300. Come on, man.
Come on, Carmen is worth way more than that. She's priceless.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, Reverend, any final words to close this out tonight?
So my final words were these, but let me tell you, we need hope alive in San Francisco. We can set the tone for so many people. So many people across the country want to know what's the right thing to do now. Black Lives Matter, you know, and there's Asian violence, and we need to keep the bigger picture, the higher moral ground in line. So power to you. Love the beloved community.
Yes.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody. Enjoy your meals.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you.
Congrats,
Thank
Carmen.
you. Congrats,
Thank
Carmen.
you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Oh, that's deal.
Hey, David.
Hey, Carmen.
Lazar.
Congratulations, Carmen. Hello.
Reverend Fong.
Everybody.
Reverend.
Yeah, congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you.
I'll be happy with just a breakfast. It's okay.
Anytime. Anytime, Reverend.
At McDonald's, right, Reverend?
You know, the McDonald's breakfast is not bad, guys.
Okay.
You know, we got the president want to say a few words.
Okay. Go ahead.
講嘢中東啦。你哋頭先好開心，大家好，我喺呢度祝大家新年快樂，身體健康。我哋今日就好重視呢個視頻，特別係我哋嘅通史劉榮浩通史。我哋呢度咧個 TV 咧係60寸嘅，你睇。
哇！
我哋後邊嗰個係咪？Yeah， 我哋俾啲掌聲劉榮浩通史。
So just real quick, they have a 60-inch TV at the Chinese Consolidated Benevolent Association to watch this tonight.
It's a brand new.
Good, good.
我今日咧就唔長篇講啦，即係你哋頭先已經係講咗好多呀，但係我呢度咧就再祝賀我哋朱家文擔任呢個行政長官我哋中華會館同埋我哋嘅華人社區就大力支持你，就做你嘅堅強後盾所以咧你哋祝你馬到成功我哋喺呢度咧就同你飲翻杯。
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 多謝晒。Thank you. 新年快樂，身體健康。
The G's are proud of you, Carmen. Yes. 你哋可以講一講中心嚟教育散嘅。Yeah. Okay.
Carmen, can you feel the love? Can you feel the love?
I can feel it in my living room.
At this time, I guess we'll conclude our program. If you haven't had a chance to sign the e-card, please do so.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all.
Love you.
Love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Fong. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations, Carmen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.
Wow, that was amazing, guys. Amazing.
Thank you, Judy.
Thank you, Vivian.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Reverend. Thank you, DC Lazar. Commissioner Gilman. Hi, Francis.
Thank
So
you.
where's she gonna?
Michigan.
Thank you, media is here too.
Thank you. I think we're going to stay on for a little bit until
Yeah.
people have any questions.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for your support.
I know, I'm staring at it the whole
I
time.
know. I can't wait to dive right in.
Maybe you want me to continue to live stream or no?
Oh, it's okay, I think. Yeah.